Hey, what is going on, everybody? Praise Flasher, and we are back with another inspirational song. So, like I said, this is the week of inspiration. Just to give you a little more details on how I came up with this. So, I originally heard, like I said, Kings Never Die, and it got me inspired and made me think I should do it. And actually, I didn't say this part in my last video, but I was going to just do a day of inspiration where I was going to do like 3 or 4 Eminem inspirational songs. And I got to thinking about it, and as I was going through his back catalog, his catalog of music, I couldn't just come up with 3 or 4 that I wanted to do. So I decided I was going to go ahead and write down as many of them as I found inspirational as possible. I stopped at 21, made some adjustments to the list as well, and it became a week of inspiration. Again, as I've said before, this is not just to get my sub count up or anything like that. This is just me reviewing, because these are reviews technically, because I've heard all his music, but it's just stuff that I find to be inspiring, because M has gotten me through a lot of tough times with a lot of his music, and like I said, there's going to be songs with just him, songs that he's featured in, songs where he's got features, and this happens to be one of the songs he's featured in. This is Airplanes 2, or Part 2. It's B.O.B featuring Haley Williams and Eminem. Haley sings the chorus, which we'll only hear once, and Eminem has 1 verse, B.O.B has 2. With that being said, remember, I will only be listening to the chorus once, like any traditional, typical lyric breakdown I would normally do. And again, I'm not going to be breaking down lyrics like I used to anymore. I'm trying to streamline it so I can keep these videos to anywhere between 10 to 20 minutes, because I've actually had quite a few Eminem lyric breakdowns that take 30 minutes, and they don't really need all of it broken down. So I feel like I was actually wasting some people's time. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump into this. This is my next song number 2 on my inspirational list. Inspirational list. This is B.O.B's Airplanes Part 2 featuring Haley Williams and Eminem. Let's go.
Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars? I could really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now. Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars? I could really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now.
And can we just take a second to appreciate Haley Williams' voice in this fucking song? Mwah! Fucking amazing. Let's keep going. Again, like I said, this is 2 verses by B.O.B, 1 by Eminem. Now, the thing about B.O.B's verses is both of them almost seem like they were recorded at 2 completely different times, because in my opinion, he actually sounds different from verse 1 to verse 2. I don't know if that was on purpose or what, but this is almost a reverse telling of inspiration. And what I mean by that is a lot of the song is both B.O.B and Eminem saying, imagine if this had never happened or that had never happened. And I'll get into, towards the end, why I find this inspirational. Again, this is one of those songs that I'm sure most people will find inspirational, but some people won't. But I definitely do. And like I said, we'll go over that once we get there. So let's go.
Yeah, let's pretend like it's 98. Like I'm eating lunch off a styrofoam tray. Trying to be the next rapper coming out the A. Hoping for a record deal to ignore my pain. Yeah, now let's pretend like I'm on the stage. And when my beat drops, everybody goes insane. Okay, and everybody know my name. And everywhere I go, people want to hear me sing. Oh yeah, and I just dropped my new album. On the first week I did 500,000. Gold in the spring and diamond in the fall. And then a world tour just to top it all off.
And again, this is him just like, this whole entire first verse is really just him saying, imagine if all these good things did happen. Which honestly they kind of did eventually go on to happen with the start of this CD. And actually for me, I'm actually kind of down about it, because I absolutely loved this CD and loved B.O.B as an artist. Like, there's B.O.B has done a lot of great stuff, but then the dude just kind of fell off and disappeared out of nowhere. But man, hell of a fucking talent.
And let's pretend like they call me the greatest. Selling out arenas with big ass stages.
And everybody loved me and no one ever hated. Just try to use imagination.
Pretend that airplanes.
Again, we're going to skip over the chorus. Because we've already heard it. But yeah, so we're going to pick up here. Weird cut there. Again, apologies, just skipping over the chorus. This is verse 2. Like I said, I feel like he might have recorded it at a different time in a different place, so it doesn't really match up with his first verse in terms of tone and the way he sounds on the track, but still nonetheless powerful. This is where he's talking about, imagine if none of this, imagine if nothing in my life happened the way that it did. So we'll go ahead and jump right into this.
Right now, wish right now.
Okay, let's pretend like this never happened. Like I never had dreams of being a rapper. Like I didn't write raps up in all of my classes. Like I never used to run away into the blackness now. Let's pretend like it was all good. Like I didn't live staring in the notebook. Like I did the things that I probably knew I should. But I ain't have neighbors, that's why they call it hood.
Now, I just want to say that is a fucking bar. But I ain't have neighbors, that's why they call it hood, because you take the word neighborhood, which a lot of people live in neighborhoods, and you take the word neighbors out, as well as taking neighbors out, and it just becomes the hood. I'm telling you guys, B.O.B was a fucking beast.
Yeah, now let's pretend like I ain't got a name. Before they ever call me B.O.B or A.K.A. Bobby Ray. I'm talking back before the mixtapes, before the videos and the deals and the fame. Before they ever once compared me to Andre. Before I ever got on my space. Before they ever noticed my face. So let's just pretend and make wishes out of
Can we
airplanes.
pretend that
Woo! Gives me chills every time I listen to it. Now, Eminem's verse, admittedly, to me, is the most inspirational. Again, we'll go into that after his verse is over. I'll explain why. And it's definitely something, like I said, I will explain at the end of all of these songs I do during Inspirational Week, or my week of inspiration, as I'm calling it. I will explain at the end of the video why I find the song personally inspirational. It is up to you guys to decide whether or not you feel the same. Some people will, some people won't. Again, just saying. And, okay, so this is kind of just the hook that's separating the verse from separating the chorus from the next verse. We'll go ahead and include it in, and then, like I said, it goes straight into Eminem's verse.
And it seems like yesterday, it was just a dream.
But those days are gone. They're just memories.
And it seems like yesterday, it was just a dream. But those days are gone.
Alright, let's pretend Marshall Mathers never picked up a pen. Let's pretend things would have been no different. Pretend he procrastinated, had no motivation. Pretend he just made excuses that were so paper thin they could blow away with the wind. Marshall, you're never gonna make it. Makes no sense to play the game, there ain't no way that you'll win. Pretend he just stayed outside all day and played with his friends. Pretend he even had a friend to say was his friend. And it wasn't time to move and schools weren't changing again. He wasn't socially awkward and just strange as a kid. He had a father and his mother wasn't crazy as shit. And he never dreamed he could rip stadiums and just lazy as shit. Fuck a talent show in the gymnasium, bitch. You want him out the shit. Quit daydreaming, kid. You need to get your cranium checked. You're thinking like an alien, it just ain't realistic. Now pretend pain just make him angry with this shit. And there was no one he could even name when he's pissed it. And his alarm went off to wake him, but he didn't make it to the rap Olympics. Slept through his plane and he missed it. He's gonna have a hard time explaining to Haley and Laney these food stamps and his wig shit. Cause he never risked shit. He hoped and he wished it, but it didn't fall in his lap. So he ain't even here. He pretends that.
And we'll stop the track there. Sorry, guys. You're going to see me doing a lot of lip syncing. There's going to be some songs I don't know as well down the line. But a lot of them, you're going to see me lip syncing. Sometimes you might even hear me rap along with them because I can't help myself. But with that being said, so the reason I actually find this track inspirational, if you listen to M's verse, he goes on to talk a lot about the things that could have been, that could have happened in his life. Everything from, like, pretend he had a friend to say he was his friend, pretend, you know, that he was playing with him, his mom wasn't crazy, pretend his dad was in his life, pretend that his alarm went off but he didn't make it, he never got on that plane, never went to the Rap Olympics, never met Dre, which led to meeting Dre, and so forth and so on. And to me, what makes the song inspirational is in the background, it's not up front in your face, but M is basically saying there could have been so many excuses, whether it was people telling him he was never going to make it, people saying he shouldn't go do anything in the talent show, people saying this, or things in his life, like had he not, woken up to his alarm clock, had he not made it to his plane, there are so many excuses that could have gotten in his way from reaching his dream. But he didn't take any excuses. He was going to chase. He was going to do what needed to be done to get to where he needed to be. So that way he could provide for his family down the line. And that's what's motivational to me, even especially with this YouTube thing. Like I said, this isn't something that I necessarily am feeling like it's ever going to be something that I can live off of. I'm not saying it'll never get that way, but I'm just saying that as of right now, it's not something that I feel like it's a realistic dream in front of my face I can reach out and grab, but I'm going to chase it to try and get there, because if I don't, all I'm ever going to do is look back on life and think about all the regrets I had because I didn't chase my dream. And that's what this song does for me, is it makes me realize there are no excuses. I could sit here and say, oh, I'm too tired to do this, but there are ways I can get myself energized to put out these types of reactions for you guys. Or I could be like, I'm just not feeling it today. I really just feel like laying back. I actually had one of those days over the weekend, and I had more than enough time to sit back in my room, record some reactions, but I just wasn't feeling it. And that's what this song does for me, though, is it makes me realize I need to stop having excuses, and I just need to fucking do it. And that's why I find this song so inspirational. Anyways, guys, that is going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you liked the video, be sure to slash that like button, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, comment down below. What did you think of A, my reaction, and B, the song itself? Also, share it with your guys' friends. Let people know, especially the other stands out there. Hey, this dude is over here covering a bunch of Eminem this week. I know that almost sounds counterproductive to me saying I'm not doing this for subs, and I'm not. But I'm just saying, a couple of you guys, spread the word. I am planning on doing way more than just Eminem. Like I said, this is just my week of inspiration. I cover everything from Tech Nine to YouTube hip hop, your Tom McDonald's, your epic rap battles, things like that. Also, be sure to check the description below for my Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Discord, and my BitChute. And as always, I love you guys. Thank you all for watching. Also, by the way, real quick, the best place to follow me on is on Twitter, because I'm not very active on my Instagram, and I'm definitely not very active on my Facebook. I'm just saying. Twitter's the place to be for me. But anyways, guys, that is going to do it for this reaction. I love y'all. Thank you all for watching, and I cannot wait to see you to pray people later. Peace.